Welcome to our informational video on breastfeeding the premature infant. The aim of this video is to demonstrate to parents of premature babies how to breastfeed their child. The film is an excerpt of a longer video that was made in the neonatal intensive care unit at the University of San Diego. This film material has been dubbed with an adjusted script for Switzerland. Keep in mind as you watch the film that every baby is different, depending on their size, their weight, their maturity, and their health. Babies may reach these steps earlier or later than the baby shown in this video. For the mother who has been pumping for months, teaching the baby to breastfeed can be her reward for maintaining a good milk supply. Breastfeeding has many benefits for the premature baby. The milk is adapted to the baby's needs, protects her against infection, and she receives sustenance for her development and growth. Breast milk's benefits continue after the baby goes home from the neonatal intensive care unit. In this video, Mrs. Miller will make her first attempt at breastfeeding. Riley was born at 24 weeks and 6 days and weighed only 737 grams. Even though her baby Riley was too weak to breastfeed at first, the mother pumped regularly and Riley was given her milk via a feeding tube. Riley is still being given oxygen and is being fed via the feeding tube. She is now 9 weeks old, which corresponds to 33 weeks gestation. Mrs. Miller has noticed that Riley has been showing some signs of readiness to breastfeed when she has skin-to-skin contact. These signs include licking with the tongue, turning the head towards the breast, and sucking the hand. Every baby reaches this point at a different time. Ask the nurses and lactation consultants when your baby is ready for attempting breastfeeding. Like in the previous weeks, Riley is placed on her mother's chest. The first step is to watch Riley. A blanket is keeping her warm. Follow Riley's movements. Her eyes are open and she has her hands close to her mouth. Now she is moving her tongue. Watch how her tongue is going in and out. This is a sign that Riley is interested in the breast. Now Riley can be moved in the direction of the breast. Now the mother turns Riley towards her and in the direction of her nipple. Riley can now smell, feel, and taste her mother's breast. She can also latch onto the nipple if she opens her mouth. Riley has now latched onto the nipple. She is sucking. The mother moves Riley into a feeding position that is comfortable and suitable for her. Riley's vital signs are being constantly monitored. The breast should not be in her mouth when she yawns. It is possible to touch the baby with the nipple and let her lick it. You can even try to squeeze a little bit of milk out of the nipple so Riley can taste and lap at it. Now Riley is making movements of sucking. Observe the lower jaw. Now Riley is more interested in licking. When she was sucking correctly, she turned towards her mother. Now she is holding her head back and is yawning. It is a little bit confusing since she is showing signs of interest, but at the same time, pulling her body away. How can the mother help the baby? A suitable breastfeeding position makes it easier for the baby to reach the nipple. Sometimes you have to reposition because even though it looks good, it may not be working for the baby. The breastfeeding position looked good, but Riley would not stay still and did not seem that interested. She tried to get into a better position but could not. The following reactions can be indications that the child is stressed: pulling her head back, arching her back, stretching her arms over her head, changing color. Milk is now dripping from the mother's breast and Riley is lapping it up like a cat. At first, she seems to be sucking, but then she becomes more interested in sniffing and licking. During the first attempts at breastfeeding, the quality of the experience is more important than the quantity of milk consumed. In other words, success should not just be measured in milliliters. Practicing latching on, bonding, and stimulation of breastfeeding hormones are most important. During the attempts at breastfeeding, the baby can be helped with various techniques such as supporting the breast with a C-hold or stimulating the nipple. If it is difficult or not possible at all, the temporary use of a nipple shield may also be considered. The lactation consultant will inform you of the possible advantages and disadvantages, how to use it correctly, and what supportive measures are available when it comes to phasing out the shield. Now Riley needs a break. She deserves it. The baby is ready for the next step when she displays the following signs, abilities: eagerness to latch on, sucking on nipple, licks drops of milk well,